good morning. My name is Chetan. I am the founding directors of one of the founding directors of AntsIndia Private Limited, a very prominent training academy in the field of animation, visual effects, and gaming. We have been in the industry since the year 2000. We started in the year 2000, and yes, we started in a very small way. And we started a small company called Synergy Graphics. The intention was to do logos, websites, and various other media-related activities. And the intention was to be a one-stop shop for all the creative needs that our clients might get into. So as we went on to do Synergy Graphics, a lot of projects came through. We did a couple of extremely good projects for companies like V2L, Wings, and ING Vaishya, to name a few of them. And as we went along, we began to feel that we need qualified, trained manpower. With this in mind, what we did was we started training in-house, and internally we started training a lot of people. And soon began to see that a whole lot of people were interested in actually learning graphics or learning graphic related activities. So we thought, why not we open the doors a little more than what we were doing in terms of Synergy Graphics being a very small setup. We advertised a couple of times, and when we advertised a couple of times, we saw the response being immensely huge. So we then thought, why not we go further? So Synergy Graphics took the side, and we started actually training people in the field of animation, visual effects, and gaming. So with one center in the year 2003 and with about 30 students, today we are at about 40 centers across India, and we have about 3,700 students studying across our brand at different levels of animation. So this is a situation that we have come in for over a period of 7 years now. We have really grown very, very well. So this is as far as what the market was, what the conditions were when we started. And I don't know if you're asking me of challenges. Maybe we took the risk quite early in life, so we didn't really have too many challenges, except that we had to look at finances very closely. That was the biggest challenge that we had, and tapping the right talent to ensure that the right kind of people are teaching, because we cannot have a person who is a novice trying to teach somebody else, because a blind person cannot lead another blind person. So we had to have somebody who is slightly higher, slightly better. So tapping the right talent was another challenge that we had. And the third thing that we probably had was awareness. The challenge that we faced was awareness, not amongst the students, but awareness amongst the parents and their peers. Students were very well equipped. Students very well knew the need for animation, the career opportunities in animation, where they could take them. But they did not, the parents were not sure, because a child would spend a lot of time watching cartoons, playing games. And today if the guy wants to come back and say, I want to make a career in animation or in gaming, the parents were not very comfortable with it. So what they did was they straight away said that no, you cannot take this as a career. We had students where they would come and say, sir, we want to do animation, but please come and tell our parents, or if you can, please educate the uncle next door, because he's causing all the trouble. So we used to have a lot of seminars. We overcame this challenge by conducting a lot of seminars, interaction with parents as well as their friends, and we used to have the industry to come and speak to them and ensure them that they are in the right direction. So these were the three challenges that we faced. We have overcome those challenges very well, and I think we are a confident set of people today. Your next question.
Next question is, sir, as an budding entrepreneur or the person with an vision to become an entrepreneur, what will be his lookouts, and what should be his lookouts?
No, primarily the word entrepreneur has taken a very wrong dimension, I feel. Anybody who has a vision can actually start out. So I don't know what you mean by an entrepreneur. By an entrepreneur, I mean somebody who wants to do something on his own.
Yeah.
But then the advice, if you're asking me for advice to an entrepreneur, I would feel that he just needs to follow his dream, follow his passion, and work very hard onto it, and ensure that he does a little more than what money can give. Today we are into the business of education. We are into the business of training people in education. We are sure that there is money available for us, but money should not be the only criteria. You should have many more value adds to what you can offer. For example, a student may need your assistance in building his skills. He may not be ready to face an interview, We as an academy should see if we can invest that much more money and ensure that the person gets his confidence back by putting him to soft skill training or doing something else. So you as an entrepreneur should not only look at, I would say, should not only look at money, but you should look at various other aspects also for an overall development of your entrepreneurial vision. So this is basically what I would probably suggest to a person, because once you take care of that direction, everything else falls in place. Your revenues, your profitability, your brand visibility, everything falls in place once you take care of this invisible portion of your value addition that you give. So an entrepreneur with a vision and with value addition as his vision statement would probably be an extremely good area.
Spoke was about keeping business in mind. How about the employees who are working with you?
Are your brand ambassadors. They are your brand ambassadors, and you need to ensure that they are kept comfortable, that they are kept happy. We have taken a lot of trouble to ensure that our staff is happy. We were one of the highest paying companies amongst the. We were paying very well. Our employee performance peaked during the year 2006 and 2007, where we really shot a lot of fame, and that's all credit goes to the employees itself. They ensured that they converted every single person who walked into our centers, and there was a lot of business happening. Basically, what I say is, we started with 6 employees. Today we are to the tune of about 150 employees. So employee retention and employee management is extremely crucial. That is also going to come in terms of the puzzle falling in place. You need to believe in yourself first, then you need to believe in your employee. You have to empower your employee. You cannot say that I'm going to hold the reins of the company completely. You're going to fall flat on your face sometime or other. You need to delegate. You need to ensure that your employees are empowered. If you do not give them the empowerment, they are not going to be comfortable. They will not have the freedom to work. They will not have the freedom for new ideas. If everything has to be routed through William, then what am I here for? A person who wants to think beyond himself, wants to go beyond you're curbing his growth because you're routing everything through you. So empower the guy, let him take a decision, let him fail. As long as it's not going to cost you too much, let him fail. If you are in a position to guide him, you should be the person to be able to guide. You should be the guiding pole rather than a taskmaster. That's basically what we feel. Allow a person to do what he likes to do. As long as it's within certain parameters, as long as he's not wasting company money, for example, as long as he's not demotivating other people in the company, as long as he's not spoiling the brand name, as long as he's not doing certain, you can list the do's and don'ts and then ensure that if the guy is falling under certain parameters, let him go ahead. Give him your full support, your 100% support you give him, you will see that this guy is going to do very well. This is basically what you need to do. Do not be a tyrant. Do not try to be Hitler. Hold the finances close to you, but then don't just keep on pulling things aside and don't keep shooting down ideas. If there are 10 ideas, try and approve at least 6 out of them. It will give the guy confidence. He will also be careful. He will be responsible. Empowering an employee is very crucial.
And anytime there was a slack in your business?
Yeah, we are going through a slack now.
And how do you making it jump again?
We are finding innovative means of actually coming back and bouncing back into this by launching new courses, for example. See, we are already a brand. We already have established our name. In the industry. So we are a name already. So it becomes easy for us to launch something new. Supposing if Ants is doing something new today, they will definitely want to listen to us. So the most crucial thing is to establish yourself first. And once you hit a roadblock, it becomes easy because it's not going to be as difficult as when you started. Once you hit a roadblock, you will have to find ways and means of probably coming out of it. One is, if you need finances, try and offload some stakes or get some people to come in on board. Try doing that if it's finance. If it's that your products are getting outdated, find new ways to. When you hit a troubled area is when it's time for consolidation. That's the time you actually look at opportunities. That's the time you actually start seeing where you have gone wrong. It's a time for introspection. So amongst turmoil, there is always positivity.
Be what you wanna be, taking things the way they come. Nothing is as nice as finding paradise and sitting in the summer sun.